YTBC, what's the deal? So the reports that I got from Boxing Scene the other day between David Haye and Mark Mori, it's official. It's going down January 16th. I did a breakdown video the other day. I will put it in the description box and I'll leave the link and go there and you can watch what my prediction is on the video. But I seen the press conference, David Haye versus Mark Mori. The fight's going down at the O2 Arena, the Millennium Dome in Greenwich, London. Hayes, David Haye, I watched the press conference. He says the part. He says the right things. Rocking the afro. So hopefully he's hungry, man. He's with some new people, new promoters, or whatever he's doing. Uh, I told you guys before that Mark Mori is rated 108, 108 on BoxRec. The WBA has him rated number 10. So at least David Haye is fighting a guy that's in the top 10 of a sanctioned body, although he is rated not even the top 100 as far as fighters. Now, if you ask Mark Mori that, he obviously he's not going to tell you he's 108th ranked. This guy's very confident in himself. He looks the part, like I said in my prediction. I know his wife is a power lifter, I want to say. So I hope he's not too much into the, lifting heavy weights like this. The guy is, 30 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, and 26 knockouts. His last loss was, I want to say, 12 years ago. It was a KO loss early in his career. He has 2 draws. One of his draws was to Alex Leopai. It was Leopai's first bout. One thing I can say, like I said in my prediction video, that since Haye's been out since 2012, July of 2012, Mori has fought about 11 fights in that time span, so he's very active. That's one thing. I'm not saying he has no shot at all, because if you fought 11 fights in the last 3.5 years and Haye hasn't fought any and he had surgery, although Haye has been in there sparring, I've seen the footage with Deontay Wilder and Marius Watch, still he hasn't fought a fight. So Mori is in shape. He's active. He was with Don King, like I pointed out. Him and Don King split. He was supposed to get the title shot with Bermain Stavern. That's why he was with King. Stavern lost to Wilder. Mori's contract expired. There was really no reason to stay with King. There is no King fighters, from the look of it right now, that's going to get another title shot anytime soon. And if it is, it will most likely probably be Bermain Stavern. And I don't see him getting a shot anytime soon. David Haye at the press conference was, comparing himself to, he said one thing that was kind of funny, man. He said that, he's been out for 3.5 years, about 4 calendar years, but 3.5 years. And he was saying, Ali took 3.5 years off and he came back, but he doesn't think Mori is on the same level as Frazier. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, David, but you're not on the same level as Ali either. Let's not get this mistaken. Although you are a 2-division champion, former undisputed cruiserweight champion, and you held the WBA strap at heavyweight, I'll give you that. But let's not, if he's not Joe Frazier, okay, understandable, but you're not no damn Ali either. But I understand what you're saying, though, man. But you're coming back after 3.5 years. We'll see, And Haye is right. He's not coming back after 3.5 years and fighting the man, Joe Frazier. The man at the division. You're coming back fighting a guy that's rated 108th and number 10 by the WBA. So Haye, he's fighting a WBA ranked guy. I hope, he's coming back to win the title, but I hope he's not trying to do what I think he's trying to do, and that is go through the WBA rankings and try to get a shot at Ruslan Chagayev for that regular title. If he does it, that's fine, because a regular title usually means that you'll be next in line to fight the super champion. But I don't know. Vladimir has the title and he's about to fight Fury. So, and also, like Haye said, the UK scene is getting hot, man. You got Joshua and White fighting, then you got Fury getting ready to take on Klitschko. So the Joshua White is a win-win for the UK fans, because the UK guy's going to win. And then Fury, if he can pull off the upset. The UK heavyweights is looking pretty decent right now, man. Like I said, I know Haye is going to keep a close eye on that Fury fight, because he can, if he beats this guy, looks good, and probably has another tune-up type fight, and Fury wins, I expect Fury to sit out for a little bit if he wins, come back and fight David Haye. They had the history, the two fight cancellations. They had their history. They talk shit. They can sell the fight. It'd be in the UK, so on and so forth. It could be a Lennox Lewis, Bruno type of situation, something like that. But yeah, Haye said, he talked the part in the press conference. And Mori, when I was listening to him talk, and there was a guy that left a comment on my video. Let me see if I can find this guy's name because I want to give him props because we were going back and forth. I want to say, let me see the commenter's name. He was telling me that on my prediction video, why did I break down More's old fights? Why didn't I break down one of his newer fights? He's with a new trainer. He's added different aspects to his game, and he's a different fighter. But from what I've seen of the footage of Mori, old, new, he pretty much looks the same. Doesn't have very fast hands. He's a strong, big, strong guy. Has a good overhand right. He likes to use his jab. He likes to fight almost out of a shoulder roll position for a big guy. He looks the same to me. Mori said during the press conference that pretty much he's a self-trained guy. Juggernaut 986, that's the commenter. So shouts out to him, but I disagree with Juggernaut 986. There may be some things that are different. Like I was saying, Mori says he's with a new trainer doing different things. But at this stage of his career, what can he really learn new? Especially when he gets in there and he gets hit. Most likely guys resort back to themselves. We just seen an example of Timothy Bradley switching trainers with Teddy Atlas and putting on a pretty decent performance. So, I mean, maybe Mori can put on a decent performance, but I don't see no big drastic changes in this guy's career, especially when you're about to go in there and fight the most notable guy of your career. You just go in there and try to do something different. The guy's 33 years old. He's been pro. He's been pro for a while, so I really don't see him going in there doing anything new, even with a new trainer. He's been pro since 2004, so I really don't see him doing anything new, But he was self-trained. He was getting, and he said his wife was in his corner for one fight. He said his wife was in his corner. She wanted him to fight on their honeymoon or a day before the honeymoon or something. So he's been taking fights, traveling, being a journeyman as far as his level of opposition and just taking fights, but with a damn good record. 30 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws. So he's going to be ready. He's going to be ready. They say with the new trainer, he's learned some new things, but I'm going to check out his documentary and try to learn some more about him. But yeah, my prediction video, I'm going with David Haye. I see David Haye beating this guy, although he's been out. I'm not going to say he's going there and blow the guy out or anything like that, but if I know one thing, if Mori try to fight with his hands down and try to just move his head straight back like I've seen, or duck straight down with his head looking at the canvas, he may get knocked out because there's going to be punches that he's not even seeing that's going to be coming at him. And David Haye is a fast and strong puncher from what I've seen of him last. But yeah, so Mori, he was saying the right things. He sounds very hungry, very determined. And hey, man, he was going to get a title shot against Stavern had Stavern beat Wilder. So we'll see what Mori got. We'll see what David Haye has. YTBC, I'm out.